Alright guys, today is November 1st, 2012, and I know I didn't really post much during the month of October. Let's just say it was a really busy month for me. I had to deal with school stuff, which basically means I finally figured out where I'm going to in the spring. I had to learn the ropes of my new job. I'm selling shoes, by the way. And also, there was Onicon to get ready for, which is an anime convention which takes place in this part of the country, and it was the rush up and prep for all that caused a whole bunch of things to go crazy this month. But none of that's going to be the point of this video. This video today is going to be about what is taking place in November. And that's right, folks, it's that time of year again where this nation once again picks its next president. Either someone new will be elected or the current incumbent will remain in office. But I'm not here to tell you who to vote for. I'm here telling you just to go and vote. Now, I've already voted this year. In fact, I took place in the early voting. But while I was standing there in line before I went to work, I realized something. I was the youngest person standing in that line of legal voting age, and the 6-year-olds who are with their mother do not count. I mean, everyone else in that line was decades older than I was, and it made me realize that my age group doesn't vote because they feel like they don't have an opinion and that their opinion doesn't matter. Well, guys, guess what? In 1967, they thought your opinion mattered because that's when the 26th Amendment was passed and the voting age was lowered to the age of 18. Well, granted, mostly they lowered it because they realized it was rather unfair of them to send their soldiers to go and die in a rice paddy in Vietnam somewhere and not let them vote back home. So, that's one of the reasons why 18-year-olds are allowed to vote nowadays. And then there are a whole bunch of other civil rights movements that took place that gave people the right to vote. Women, racial minorities, all of those people had to fight to get the right to vote, and yet these people are some of the people who do not vote at all. Which bugs me, because generations beforehand fought for your right to vote and then go exercise it. Okay, guys? That's what I'm telling you to do. And also, when you go and vote, go as a rational thinking, free-thinking individual. That's what I want to say. Free-thinking individual. Don't give in to the fearmongers on either side of the aisle, and don't try and tell me that there are not fearmongers on either side of the aisle, because the extreme left has them, and so does the extreme right. And believe me, I get the extreme left on the internet, and I get the extreme right on Fox News, because my parents have a penchant for watching that. So guys, go and vote. Because if you don't vote, or if you don't feel that your vote matters, you're severely wrong in that action and in that thought. Because it does matter. Because if you pile up one voice after another on top of another on top of another, that voice eventually becomes the voice of the people, and then the people who we elected have to go by the will of the people, because otherwise they're not going to be elected next year. So people, go and vote. Exercise that right. And when you go to the polls, go as a rational person who has formulated their opinion not based on the screamings of either side of the aisle, but of someone who has done their research and is confident in their opinion and where they're standing. Because if you don't vote and if you don't think about who you vote for, then it's the crazies on either side of the aisle that are going to win. And I'm kind of frankly sick and tired of that in this country. So guys, once again, go vote. And I'll see you after the elections.